You see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years, and then on the 4th year I retire. And on the 5th year I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up on every
What's the secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely not.
Okay, so you know that crazy story about the artist David and the girl named Celeste? Well, it just keeps getting more and more unbelievable. New information is coming out, and it's getting really dark. So, after David took Celeste's life, the police say he did something horrible. He cut her body into pieces. And the worst part, some of those pieces are still missing today. David knows where he hid them, but he is refusing to tell Celeste's family. This means her family can't even have a proper funeral for her because her whole body hasn't been found. But that's not all. People from the FBI are saying the way Celeste was killed might be connected to a secret ritual for a group called the Illuminati. They think it was done in a specific, symbolic way. And it might not have been the only time. Just one day after Celeste was found, another woman's body was discovered. She was also cut up, and she was found in a different car that belonged to David. The story gets even more twisted when we look at David and Celeste's relationship. Some private messages have leaked online. These messages confirm 2 terrible things. First, David got 15-year-old Celeste pregnant. And second, they had a secret engagement. This makes people wonder, did David kill her to help his own career? And did her parents actually sell her to him for money? Let's start from the beginning. Most people know that David, a 20-year-old artist, is about to be arrested. This is because the police found the body of his 15-year-old girlfriend, Celeste, in the trunk of his Tesla. The body was in pieces. At first, David's team tried to lie. They said his friends often drove his Tesla, so maybe one of them was responsible. Also, the police hadn't officially identified the body as Celeste yet, so some people believed him. But then, the police confirmed it was Celeste. Once people knew that, they started looking online for clues. They found a lot of proof that David and Celeste were definitely in a relationship. Here's the important background. Celeste's parents had reported her missing almost a year ago. But the whole time, she was actually living with David. Her mom has said that she knew Celeste was talking to someone named David, but she didn't know anything else about him. A lot of people find this really suspicious. How could a parent not investigate more when their underage daughter is dating an older man, especially after she told you about him? People started to think Celeste's mom wasn't telling the whole truth. It got even worse when Celeste's friends from an app called Discord started talking. These are the same friends who said the body in the car was Celeste before the police confirmed it, so they seem to know what they're talking about. They made a shocking claim that Celeste's mom might have sold her to David for money. David and Celeste met on Discord, so all their conversations happened there. Her friends watched their relationship happen in real time. One person who knew about them said, "My sister, who is in 9th grade, told me he was dating an 8th grader. He would even take her on trips to LA. He would also pay her friends to keep quiet about it." And guess what? Photos have surfaced showing David hanging out with Celeste's young friends, which seems to prove he was paying them off. There's also a video that went viral. It's from a live stream they did on Discord. In the video, Celeste says something she wasn't supposed to. David gets upset and says to her, "I media trained you." This means he had been teaching her how to act in public, so no one would suspect he was with a minor. After he says this, Celeste even makes a joke, teasing him for messing around with a kid. The whole video is incredibly creepy. So, with all these details, the story is much bigger and more disturbing than it first seemed. The question remains, how much did her parents know, and why did this really happen?
Media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of
Okay, so the story about David and Celeste gets even more shocking and complicated. New private messages between them have been found on Discord, and they reveal some terrible secrets about their relationship. First, the messages show that while Celeste was living with David in his house all those months, He was paying her family a huge amount of money, over $10,000 every single month. This makes it look like he was basically buying Celeste from her family. The messages also confirm that David and Celeste got unofficially engaged, meaning they promised to get married without having a real ceremony. He even gave her an engagement ring. To show her love, Celeste got a tattoo of David's name on the same finger where she wore the ring. This was actually her second tattoo for him. When she was first identified, the police noticed they already had matching tattoos on their index fingers that said SH. But the most heartbreaking secret the messages revealed is that Celeste was pregnant when she died. So if David really is responsible for her death, it means he also took the life of his own unborn child. This horrible detail has led a lot of people to wonder a frightening thing. Was this some kind of cruel sacrifice to help his music career become more successful? The whole situation looks like he bought a young girl from her family, used her, and then ended her life in the most heartless way possible. We know all of this because of their Discord messages. After Celeste was reported missing by her family, she actually created a brand new Discord account. She changed her username from her real name to deleted user. But she and David kept talking on this new account, and he made it really obvious that he was talking to Celeste, even though she was supposed to be missing. And the creepiest part might be that David seemed to be hinting at this crime in his own music. For example, in his song called Romantic Homicide, there are lyrics that say, "In the back of my mind, you died and I didn't even cry. Not a single tear. In the back of my mind, I killed you and I didn't even regret it." It's unbelievable to think that he might have been telling everyone what he did right in his songs.
This case keeps on getting weirder and darker. So David, the singer who had a 15-year-old girl found dead in his car, supposedly was bringing caskets to his recent concert. Take a look at this video. This girl looks like she was filming it on July 30th. You can clearly see caskets, and I guess the idea of this was for people to write notes to the dead. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just watch my recent videos on this and it'll catch you up. But also, the girl who died, her name was Celeste Hernandez, and her birthday was on September 7th. If you look at the date, Romantic Homicide, one of his songs that talks about literally killing someone, it was released on September 7th, 3 years ago, and this is straight from YouTube. Now, if we go to his TikTok, his last post was on September 7th, and it talked about him releasing a new album, and these look like text messages, the photos he posted maybe, but there's also 15 of them, and she turned 15 on September 7th. Speaking of his TikTok, a lot of his reposts are pretty scary. I mean, it's just toxic relationship stuff. They're memes, but now they carry a different meaning. If you're wondering how old David is, he is 20 and the girl is 15. And in this chat, you can see some Epstein jokes being made, and then she says this.
He trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of it's
Really good.
Okay,
it's been a good one.
Clearly the age difference not good, and he didn't care because in one of his songs he says, "I don't care about the law when I'm with you because I be breaking it all the time."
Just 2 days after the police found Celeste's body, something else really creepy happened. Another body was discovered, and it was found in a way that was way too similar to be a coincidence. This time, a woman's body was found abandoned in the trunk of a Honda Civic. The car was sitting in a parking lot for impounded cars. And here's the big connection. According to reports, that Honda Civic was also registered in David's name. So, this was another one of his cars. Even more frightening, the woman had been killed in the same horrible way that Celeste was. And just like with Celeste, her body was left in the trunk to decompose. This new discovery has made people's theories even darker. People know that David has talked a lot about his career, saying he wants to be way more famous and successful than he is now. Now, with 2 women found killed the same way in his cars, many are speculating that this was some kind of ritual. They wonder if David was somehow told that hurting these women was a sacrifice he had to make to get the huge career he wanted. In fact, this idea is so strong that some people believe it's the reason why David hasn't been arrested yet, even though there seems to be a lot of evidence pointing to him. They think maybe he has powerful, secret connections protecting him because of this dark deal he made.
You see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying? Why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, I'm not there yet, but hopefully
okay.
it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years, and then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up on every
What's the secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely not.
As if the story wasn't creepy enough, people have been looking back at David's old music videos, and they found something that sent chills down everyone's spines. In one of the videos, there's a short scene that shows David doing something very specific. He is shown putting a body that looks lifeless into the trunk of a car. At the time the video was made, people probably just thought it was a scary part of the story for the song. But now, after what happened to Celeste, the scene looks completely different. It doesn't seem like fiction anymore. It looks like he was practically showing everyone what he was going to do, or maybe even what he had already done. It seems like he was making a sick reference to the real-life crime he would later be accused of committing. A lot of people are reacting to this story online, and they are very angry. One person commented, "Why hasn't he been arrested yet?" They also directed their anger at Celeste's mother and sister. The commenter believes it's obvious that the family was accepting money from David to stay quiet about his relationship with the underage girl. They wrote, "Shame on them. As a mother and sister, their job was to protect this little girl from him. Rest in peace, Celeste." Another person pointed out a sad and important detail. They said, "I hate that everyone keeps saying she was a 15-year-old because sadly, she didn't even live long enough to actually reach that age." This person also called David cringe and disturbed, and said they hope Celeste finally gets the justice she deserves. So now, we want to know what you think about all of this. Do you believe that Celeste's family really did sell her off to David for money? And do you think the theory is true, that David killed Celeste and that other woman as some kind of ritualistic sacrifice to become more famous? Please let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. And for more on this crazy story, don't forget to click here to watch another video about this messy situation.